Hey. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is another episode of Building Better Bodies with Deven and the docs. We have three docs today. I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian. This is Dr. Roberto DeSena. And this right here is Dr. Nicole Heatherly. And you all know Deven Brady, the amazing bodybuilder and personal trainer. So we're going to talk more about bodybuilding today. What do you guys think?
Yeah, well, speaking of bodybuilding, I am not a bodybuilder. I'm not one of those people. I have patients coming into me every day saying, Dr. Nicole, I didn't get my workout in. I didn't go lift today, and I'm in such a bad mood, and I feel like crap. And I'm always like, darn, I wish I was one of those people who was in a really bad mood if I didn't get my workout in. So probably like you too, right?
Yeah. So it's a contrary to popular belief. Just like everybody else, I go through an ebb and flow. Sometimes I really feel motivated and ready to get into the gym. It is part of my regular routine. So, it's just like anything else. When you stick to it long enough, before you know it, you're going to be in the gym and you don't even realize it. It's not a thought of, am I going to get to the gym today? You're just there. It's all about building that habit, building that practice, and making it normal. But from a mental perspective, it's very difficult to always be motivated and disciplined and ready to go and ready to work out. So the way I like to think about it, it's helped me over the years, is basically you need to treat your body like an investment, okay? Because that's going to help you to understand and fully appreciate what your body's capable of and what you need to do, and take it very seriously, because the better you perform, the better you feel, the better you are, the better you're mentally ready to go, physically ready to go, and the more you can accomplish the things you need to accomplish in your life. So a good example of that to really bring the point home is, think of the last time you were seriously ill, so obviously something is impacting your health mentally and physically, and then think about how productive you necessarily were, how excited you were, how motivated you were. We understand very quickly that if we're not feeling healthy, we're not feeling ready to go, basically everything else in our normal lives can slide to the back burner, right? So just because we're not sick doesn't mean we can't still be in that mindset and still think of our health as a very important factor in our lives. So by understanding that investing in fitness is an investment in yourself and in the longevity of yourself and how you can best perform in all other aspects of your life, it really helps to kind of drive you into a more physical-based activity level.
Yeah, and you made a really good point. He said that he tells people, think of it as an investment, and we think that way too with our practice. We tell everyone your health is your greatest asset. You can't buy anything else unless you have your health, right? So that's a huge point to
health 401k. So right. Hey, what about once you're in a rut? We all go through those periods where we go 5 days out of 7 of the week, and then periods where we don't go 5 out of 7 weeks. Right? How do you get out of that rut?
Yeah, so that's a really great question, and it's one that I tackle with my clients on a fairly regular basis. So I as much as people want to find that golden rule that's always going to be that endless well that they continue to go into and just pull out motivation after motivation, the fact of the matter is that motivation is a mental state and it's fleeting, right? We're going to feel it strongly sometimes today and not so much tomorrow. So my advice to both myself and anybody else who goes through the ebb and flow of being motivated, being disciplined, and then having challenges and setbacks and fallbacks is it's never too late, right? It sounds like a cliche or a bumper sticker, but it's true, right? Just because you faltered yesterday doesn't mean you have to falter today, doesn't mean you have to falter tomorrow. So treat every new 24-hour period as an opportunity to get better in some way, okay? So if you fell off the path, think of today as an opportunity to get back on. And that doesn't mean you have to swing fully to the other side, but rather just start to take steps. Positive momentum is a big thing, and the great saying is, even the Great Wall of China started as a single stone, right? So you never know where you're going to go. So what I like to say is, again, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. So it's always about, if you've struggled in the past, let the past be the past, and instead redefine things from today moving forward.
Yeah. Touch on that a little bit more, because some people, that won't go or are scared to go or whatever, they'll think they have to start going 100 miles an hour.
Right.
With your clients, you start them off slower and build it up Or do you start that regimen right away?
Absolutely. So what's crucial to me being an effective trainer is just like you guys have the initial consultation portion with all new clients and patients that you see here at the practice, I have the same thing. In my practice, it all starts with a conversation, right? I need to understand who you are, what motivates you, what drives you, what your challenges are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are. So the first part is the most important, which is me getting in touch with who you are from a mental perspective. So that way I can fine tune and taper my efforts and yours to understand what's going to give you the highest rate of success. I understand that even though my background and my expertise level is as such, that's not going to be a one-size-fits-all formula. So if I see and if I can get a read on you that you're just starting out or you're just beginning, everything will be tailored. I'll continue to make sure the intensity level is appropriate based on my training philosophy, but it will be tailored back to make sure that you're not scared away or intimidated away by feeling like you're in over your head.
Yeah, and I know sometimes even if you're doing really great, one day you'll just wake up and just feel extra tired.
Yeah.
You might not have slept well, or you might have a virus you're dealing with, or something like that. And I remember I don't know if it was Franco Columbo or Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think it was Franco Columbo who said he was under the weather. He wasn't feeling well, and he just walked into the gym. He's like, I don't think I can do a full workout today. I'm just gonna do it halfway. And then he said, no, my head's not right. Right. So he walked out. Apparently there was like an outside patio at the gym he was at in California. You've probably been to that gym.
I have, yeah.
Yeah, so he walked out and he like stood out there, took a couple of deep breaths and said, I'm here. I'm going to give it my best. And he walked back in there. Apparently he had like one of his greatest workouts ever, even though he was under the weather. And then we all remember the story of Michael Jordan when he was sick in the playoffs and he had to be carried off the field. Right. But I think sometimes those moments where you don't feel right is the opportunity to dig deep, see what you're really made of.
Absolutely. And I mean, and that's a great example. I mean, obviously, you know, there's going to be health concerns in a commercial facility. So obviously we want to be mindful that if you have a contagious, you know, illness, we want to be mindful of other people. But the foundation of what you're saying is absolutely correct, which is we're never going to be short of reasons why we shouldn't, right? You know, we're not feeling right. Our head's not in it. My energy level's not in it. My motivation level's not in it. And it is in those times where you're going to lay the foundation for a repetitive pattern of success, right? So those are the times that are going to test you. It's easy to do something when you're motivated, when you're energized, when you're excited. But when it starts to get a little redundant and starts to wear down, that's what's ultimately going to determine whether you're successful or whether you're going to fail.
A good friend of mine is a chiropractor, a lot of football players, NFL football players. And he was talking about, there was a running back for the 49ers, Roger Craig. I don't know if you guys remember him. He played with Joe Montana, won a couple of Super Bowls. And one day he was in his office going, he was in New York, so he had gone to New York. They were going to play the Giants that day, and the next day, and he was under the weather. He had a cold or something, and my friend who was seeing him at the time said, sorry you're not feeling well. I know you got a really big game tomorrow. There's playoff implications. It's terrible. You're not feeling good. He goes, you don't understand. I have my best games when I'm sick. Because he goes, for some reason, I can get out of my own way. I get out of my own way. I put my mind is somewhere else, and I just go. And he ended up having a good game that day. So just don't underestimate yourself either.
That's right. I mean, understanding that any path is going to have success and it's going to have failure. It's going to have challenges. It's going to have moments where you're celebrating, where you're progressing, and it's going to have setbacks. Understanding that that's a natural part of the process is going to be more important in making sure that one small setback doesn't derail the whole process, right? So it's critically in understanding that and being knowledgeable of the fact that, you know, I'm not always going to accomplish 100% of what it is that I'm seeking to accomplish out of the gate, right? It's a process. We're going to learn, we're going to move forward, we're going to move back. But ultimately, at the end of the day, as long as you stay disciplined, as long as you stay committed, you're going to be a lot further along than you were when you started.
Right. And that's my struggle is, I am one of those people, Dr. Nicole, who loves going to the gym. I actually enjoy. I look forward to it. I get out of bed excited that I'm going to the gym before I come to work. But my downfall is I'll go in there one day and I can't hit the lift that I did last week, or I can't pick up the weight that I did last week. For some reason, I'm just not as strong. That's what makes me crash and get upset. Is I did 12 reps on this one last time. I can only do 9. What's wrong with me? This is terrible. And I'll get down on myself.
That's right. So understanding that that's a part of the process is going to be key, and then understanding how we can help address those challenges and coach you through them. It's a part of what I do. You know, what hopefully makes our relationship successful.
Well, listen, guys, this is this has been good information. Some of you can probably resonate with each one of us in our comments, and what you need to do is get started. Just get started. So you're going to walk into One Life South on Buckystown Pike, One Life Fitness. You're going to walk in there and you're going to say, I saw the video, I want to start. Help. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say anything else. You know, and then they're going to hand you free, totally free, 7 days pass to go in there and learn and exercise. And I personally think you're going to get hooked, because you'll feel good and you'll love it. And even if you don't enjoy the process, like maybe Dr. Nicole, of like sweating and working hard, you know, but you'll love the investment that you're making. You'll love the payoff that the 401k makes to you. So anyways, we'll see you there, hopefully. Take care.
See you there.
Take care,
See ya.
everyone.